Well, hello, boys and girls. Are you ready for today's creative journal writing? Okay, I want to remind you that we're going to be writing our journal in the form of a letter, okay? This week again. So go ahead and turn over your green journal page to your next available page. As always, I have my sample page here ready to go. You're going to be writing your first and last name and your number, okay, your number symbol and your number above the illustration cloud. Go ahead and do that now. Then on the first line, I want you to write today's date. So today is April the 28th, 2021. Let's remember to touch our lines correctly, okay, as we form our letters and numbers on the first line. Go ahead and continue writing. Okay, class, let's go ahead and begin by talking about the parts of our letter before I share with you what you're going to be writing to your friend about. So yes, you're going to be writing to a friend. So we're going to start on the second line with our greeting, okay? So our greeting, I want everyone to write dear with a capital D, E-A-R. And then I want you to think of a friend's name and write it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line here. You're gonna fill that in with your friend's name, okay? Remember, a name is a proper noun, okay? So you need to begin the name with a capital. And then at the end of our greeting, we always include the punctuation mark, a comma. Go ahead and finish the greeting on the second line here. If you're not finished with your greeting, go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, class. Now, on the third line here is where you're going to start your sentences, okay? This portion here, okay, this is known as the greeting. So let me go ahead and write that. You're not going to write this. This is just to label our the portions of our the parts, I should say, of our letter. Then next will be you'll begin writing your sentences, and this part is known as the body of your letter. Okay, the body is made up of sentences. Okay, to who you are writing your letter for. So you're writing your letter for your friend, okay, or to your friend. And again, the body is made up of sentences. And we start our sentences on the third line of our journal page, okay, the third line. Then after you're finished writing to your friend, okay, and I'll share what you're going to write about in just a moment, then we will finish on the next line. We're going to finish our letter by including a closing and a signature. So after your sentences, on the next line after that, and you may be on the back side of your paper, class, once you finish your body of your letter, then we're going to include a closing. Now, I want everyone to use the closing from. We capitalize the closing, okay? And we add a comma after it. And notice I moved it all the way over to the right-hand side of my line, okay? So this part is known as the closing part of a letter, okay? Then you include your name, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line here representing where your name would go, okay, your first name, and I will label it signature. That is the part of the letter that includes your name. Okay, so if this letter was from me, I would include my name, Sherry, down here. Okay, but you're going to include your name. Remember to capitalize your name, class, because it is a proper noun. So these are the parts of your letter that I should see upon grading your assignment. Okay, dear, your friend's name. What you have to say to your friend based on the topic that I'm about to share with you. Here, you're going to write that in the body of your letter, remembering to follow our 3 writing reminders as you write your sentences. Okay. Then you will include a closing here on the next line after you finish your body. Your closing and your signature are written on 2 lines, okay, of your letter. Remembering to capitalize your closing. We're going to use the word from for our closing. A comma is placed after the closing and after the greeting, okay? And then your signature, which is your name, on the line right after the closing to complete your letter to your friend. Okay, here's what you're going to write about. And I'll replace this up here once I finish sharing with you what I want you to write in the body of your letter to your friend. Okay, class, you're going to write a letter to a friend about a spoon that tastes like chocolate. So again, you're writing a letter to a friend about a spoon that tastes like chocolate. And this information here of what you, your sentences that you're going to formulate for your friend will be in the body of your letter. So again, dear, your friend's name, comma after the greeting. Write to your friend about a spoon that tastes like chocolate here in the body of your letter. Include the closing, the word from. Okay, place a comma or write a comma after the closing. And then on the next line, include your name, which is the signature part of your letter. Okay, please, after you finish your letter, class, I want you to draw an illustration, a picture to your friend, okay? That represents what you wrote about. Remember, you're writing about a spoon that tastes like chocolate. Send me a picture of this completed assignment through your Class Dojo account.